and more to go today. However, a big warm up in temperatures in Northern Ontario. We'll talk about that in a moment. But first, let's head out to Kasia Bodurka, who is joining us in Southern Ontario. Tell us where you are and what you'll be doing today.
Well, Nicole, we just arrived in Stratford, Ontario, and I'm going to admit I had the seat warmers at 5, so I'm really cold to be out here. Stratford, away from the Great Lakes, we're looking at temperatures sitting at about -6, -7, and it feels like -14 with the winds. And I know our friends in the prairies are saying, okay, that's not so bad, right? Meanwhile, temperatures are going to be going up a couple degrees into the day, and we have a mild weekend on tap, as you know, Nicole. So not bad, and it's actually going to be perfect really here in the Stratford area because they have their Winterfest event going on. So we'll be talking about that throughout the show. We've got some ice carvers. That's going to be in the 7 o'clock hour, so you'll want to stay tuned for that. In the meantime, to you inside, Nicole.
Thanks, Kasia. Stratford, what a great place, great theater, and a great event in the winter. Let's head outside right now to Kasia Bodurka, who's joining us in Stratford, where they have a fun festival going on this weekend, Kasia, which I'm sure you're going to tell us all about coming up throughout the program.
Indeed, Winterfest is going on, and I mean, it's very wintry here, right? But we could use a few more centimeters of snow, possibly, at the park. We're going to have the ice sculptures there. We'll be talking about what people can expect throughout the weekend. But in the meantime, it is chilly. You mentioned temperatures sitting at about -6 throughout parts of southern Ontario, especially away from the lakes, and then, of course, add the winds in there, and it feels like -14. Now, closer to the 401 corridor, we're seeing temperatures right now at about -3, and I'm talking to you in the city of Toronto, Oshawa, Durham region, as well as areas, well, just outside of Toronto. And then temperatures are going to be reaching around the freezing mark into the day. So somewhat of a mild day and then somewhat of a mild weekend on tap. Nicole?
Great. Thanks so much, Kasia. So let's head now to Ontario, where Kasia Bodurka is joining us in a lovely town known as Stratford, where there's great theater in the summer and in the winter, some great festivals.
Indeed, and the Winterfest is going on. I believe it's the 17th annual, and it's happening this weekend. And it's not going to feel too wintry because temperatures are going to be around the freezing mark. And it's funny because their motto is "Keep calm and freeze on." And I really want a T-shirt that says that. And I think that should be the motto for the entire country. So I'm feeling a little patriotic right now. Temperatures are sitting at about -6 right now here in Stratford. Feels closer to -14. So I am keeping calm and freezing on. Nicole.
All right, keep on. Well, but right now, let's check in with Kasia Bodurka, who's in a great town, Stratford, Ontario. Not just theater, but winter festivals, too.
Indeed, and that's what's happening this weekend. I think I said indeed 3 times already throughout the show. It's the word of the day. Nicole, temperatures are sitting at about -6 here in Stratford. Very similar conditions in Kitchener, Waterloo area, anywhere away from the lakes and the valleys there. And then closer to the 401 corridor, we're sitting at about -3. So it's a little bit warmer there in the city of Toronto. Of course, with these winds, we've got a southwesterly flow. It feels a little bit cooler, so it feels like -14. But you mentioned Winterfest. It's going on this weekend. We're going to be talking to the folks from there. We'll be watching ice sculpting in action, and I'm really excited because every time I've been to Stratford, the weather has been awful, so it's actually somewhat settled. So, that's not necessarily the case, though, across the country, so I'm going to send it back to you inside with your storm watch coverage. Nicole?
Thanks, Kasia. But let's head now to Southern Ontario, where Kasia Bodurka is joining us in Stratford, Ontario.
Yeah, we've got some exciting stuff on tap, Nicole. We're here at the grounds of the Stratford Winterfest, which is going to be happening all weekend long. Not a whole lot is happening right now, but there will be. And temperatures right now, as you're stepping out in this area, we're sitting at about -6. It feels cooler with the winds. It feels closer to -14, so bundling up. This is one of the organizers. He's wearing their motto on his T-shirt, "Keep calm and freeze on." I love it. In 2 words, how would you describe today's weather?
2 words? Awesome. Perfect for Winterfest.
Love it. All right. That wasn't even planned. All right. We're going to be going live from here throughout the show. Meantime, back to you inside with your storm watch coverage.
Thanks, Kasia. Let's head to Southern Ontario right now, where Kasia Bodurka is joining us, where thespians like to be in the summertime, but in the winter, Kasia, some great fun for anyone who likes to enjoy outdoor activities.
That's right. They could be thespians as well, but they're certainly the volunteers of the Stratford Winterfest that's happening this weekend, Nicole. And conditions are going to be super favorable for that because temperatures are going to be around the freezing mark. But you will note, preparations are underway. They're building the slide for the kids right near the river here. So under here is the river as well. And this is, of course, these are the grounds of the Winterfest. So come check it out. If you haven't been to Stratford in winter, it's just as beautiful. Temperatures right now, we're sitting at -6, and it feels closer to -14. But what do you guys think about the weather right now?
Freeze on!
They're saying, keep calm, freeze on. That's the motto this year. Back to you inside. Nicole.
All right, thanks so much, Kasia.
All right, and some of you will have to be employing those winter driving tips, especially in the East Coast, the West as well. Storm watch coverage continues here at the Weather Network. Kasia Bodurka with you here live in Stratford, Ontario, kicking things off with the Stratford Winterfest. And we actually have to bring in our own snow. Actually, there's plenty of snow on the ground, but what we're doing here is we're going to be building the slide for the kids. Kids like Carter over here. We just built a snowman, or well, Carter did. I don't want to take all the credit. Do you want to build a snowman? How do you feel about the weather? Oh, I don't know if he's going to talk to me. Carter, do you like the weather today? No. Yep, we got a yep. All right, it's -6 here, and it feels like -14 to you inside with your storm watch coverage. It certainly won't be making any top 5 lists. It won't be as epic, but we do have storms in the east and the west as well, so we are in storm watch. But here in Stratford, Ontario, I'm getting buried by our friend Carter over here. Winterfest is going on at this park all weekend long, and the folks, they're getting prepared for the event. In fact, behind me, this is going to be a slide for the kids for the weekend. It's going to be a great time, and temperatures are going to be around the freezing mark for at least Saturday, so nice and comfortable. Right now, as you're stepping out in southern Ontario, temperatures are ranging between -6 and -3. Feels cooler, though, with the winds bundling up. And now your storm watch coverage continues.